Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I want to talk about the Amalgam Refinery, which is one of my favorite. But before I do that, I want to remind everyone, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, but if you do like my videos, please do subscribe and click this little bell that will bring you the notifications that a new video is out, so you will not miss a new video, and it's a lot of them already. But let's talk about the Amalgam Refinery. If we want to go there, if you look at the top left of your screen, you see ships, officers, command, factions, items, and refinery. And we click refinery, it shows a 1. I don't know which one it is. No, it's territory, but we want to talk about the amalgam. And that's one below the territory. So let's click amalgam. And here, there's a lot of nice stuff. The first one I can't show you because it takes days until it comes back. But there's not much to tell, except that you can exchange the plundered cargo that you have hopefully farmed with your amalgam, and can exchange it for recruit tokens for the amalgam and for amalgam parts. And if you want to know more about how to do this with the plundered cargo, because of the next piece, for example, there is a video about the farming of this cargo. But one important point is the next thing you see next to the Amalgam Refinery, which is really important because those recruit tokens are used in the recruit section. If you go to officers on the top left, I will not talk about much about this, but we go there. Now click recruit on top right. And there if you scroll a bit, you see the Amalgam Special. I will not go into details because I already made a video on this recruit section, but it is nice. And here you get ship skin shard trackers we talk about later a little bit. But let's go back to the refinery. And if you're wondering why I'm always showing where the buttons are that I'm pressing, that's because I know that there are a lot of new players watching my videos, and they should know how to get where they need to go when I'm talking about this. But that was the part for the Amalgam Refinery, but let's talk about the other parts you find in here as well. Plunder is one thing, because here you get the token that increases the base amount of plundered cargo gained by the amalgam. And that is really important for the farming you find in the farming video. And that also costs plundered cargo that you gain from farming with the amalgam. But the fun stuff just begins, because there are a lot of refits as well as ship skins as projectiles in here, and one cloaking. But let's start from the beginning. The first one is the Enterprise refit. By paying with those shipskin shard trackers you saw in the recruit section, you get shipskin shards, and in this case for the original series USS Enterprise. And you need 80 of them, and one costs 90 of those shard trackers. I will not talk about the specialities of the shipskins because that's different videos again, but this is a place where you get a few of them. The next one you can get here is the D4 refit. And in this case, it's the original series D7. You will remember that, and you also need 80 shards for this. The D7 is for the D4, a bit confusing, but the old D7 from the original series, if you know the series, you will know what I mean with the D7. And also one costs 90 of those shard trackers. I still don't have either of those two, by the way. And then we have the Augur refit, and that's the original series Romulan Bird of Prey. And that's my favorite of the three, I must say, and that's why I have it. And I got it here via the Amalgam Refinery. And it also needs 80 shards, and it costs 90 shard trackers per shard as well. And then we have the ISS Jellyfish refit. If you have the ISS Jellyfish, you can get this USS Constellation refit for the ISS jellyfish. In this case, you need 120 shards, but they are at least a bit cheaper with just 75 shard trackers to pay for them. It's a very destroyed refit though, but as I said, most of the refits not only look good but also have bonuses, and so look out for the videos on the different ship skins. They are often very important, and at some point I will get the USS Constellation as well. But as I said, there are also projectiles, and the refractive beam is one. On other projectiles I already made the videos, you can see here, and here you can get the 75 shards you need to unlock the refractive beam shard. It's an epic one, so you need 75, and one costs 72. That's the only one I haven't unlocked yet, but I'm very close. The other two I've got. The next one is the positron phaser. That's the rare projectile you can get here, and this needs 50 shards, and it costs 72 as well to unlock. And you can have an uncommon one, and that's the plasma blast projectile, and you need also 50 shards for it, and they also cost 72. That is a really great thing to get those ship skins and the projectiles, because they bring bonuses, and that's why I really like this Amalgam Refinery in combination with the recruit section. And last but not least, we have the Amalgam Cloaking, and that needs 80 shards to unlock, and each costs 36 of those shard trackers. Well, Amalgam Cloaking, yeah, is probably something nice to have. When you got everything else, then I will get the cloaking. I have not found such a big use for Amalgam Cloaking in the game yet, but at some point I will get it when there's nothing else left here in the store. So they introduced cloaking for other ships as well recently, and why not the Amalgam as well? But the Amalgam is there longer. Now the Mantis, for example, is a new one with a cloak, but the Amalgam was there before they did that now. But I really like this, because you not only get the ship parts for your Amalgam to max. Mine is maxed, the one I have. Probably will get a second one via events or something later. And now I'm only doing the exchanges for the recruit tokens, because they are really great. If we go, we can go back there for a second again, because you can get a lot of these shard trackers there, for example. And if Wharf is nice too. The Honor Guard Wharf I use in one of my PvP crews, but those Amalgam Refinery tokens, those are the ones you get from the Amalgam Refinery, and you can exchange them here and can get officer shards from Honor Guard Wharf. You can get exos, and you can get a lot of shipskin shard trackers. But to be honest, I don't exchange 20 chests anymore, because that was always the worst pull I had. I always do the 4 chests, and I never got the 1,000 ones. I always get the smaller ones. The biggest I pulled, obviously, with one of those was the 360, but the chances are always quite slim, and you see that it's just 1% to get the big one, so don't hope for it. But I always exchange the 4 ones now, because I did always 20 in the beginning and always got much fewer of those shard trackers. And so on the details, watch the video on the Amalgam Special Recruit, but that was just a little hint here. And another little hint, by the way, tonight at 2000 UTC or 2100 CET, I will try to get my first live stream working, and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope my system does what I want it to do. I have to do it on my desktop instead of my MacBook here, because OBS doesn't let me stream the game on on the MacBook, only on my desktop, and the desktop is not as powerful with the processor as the MacBook, so it will be very interesting. But I hope I get it all sorted. I have to move to my office, where it's now a complete chaos because of this, and I have to use a green screen instead of my usual setup for the live stream, because the screen size of the desktop version is different to the iPad version, and so it will be very different, but it will be more communicative, because there you can directly write into the chat and everything, and so I'm looking forward to this and hope to see some of you there. It was a bit difficult to choose a time with people from all over the planet, and half of the viewers in a very different time zone, so I hope to see some of you there despite the time. It's very late for me to start one. On my other channels, live streams never started that late, but I chose that time to give more people a chance to be there, and so I hope that some of you will, and I hope that everything will start. I did a lot of live streams on YouTube before, but not in the combination with the game, and that's forcing me to be on a different computer and everything, and so it is an adventure again, and not what I'm used to. So it's always fun to try something new. But the live stream, which is already on my channel page, if you go there, you can see the live stream there. So you have the link there already. It takes a little bit until that comes tonight. So until then, you might want to see another video, and YouTube has chosen one for you right here in the end screen, and I'll see you there. I'll be back.